Hello! You guys requested an RV tour, some of our newer viewers, so today we're going to give you a tour of our 2001 Class C RV. His name is Big Boy Corduroy. So we'll go ahead and get started right here at the door. Not going to show you outside because it's super windy. You know, got some trash, got to go to the dump. This is where we keep our corduroy jackets. Keep all of our hats and gloves and everything up here. If we move over here, this is where we keep a lot of our food. It needs to be organized again. There's that. This is our day bed where we just hang out. It used to be a dinette, but now it is specifically a day bed. Nothing else. Under here, under the day bed, we have some storage. So we have our cat food, all of our bags, and a cat bed. On the right side here, this is where we keep extra water, and Luke keeps his tools. And on the left side here, we keep extra drinks. So that needs to be replenished as well.
And up in the loft area is where we keep lots of storage. This used to have a pull-out bed, but I ended up putting a 110 volt deep freezer where we can keep more food. It all runs off of our solar and our 200 amp hour battery. All this is extra storage like bicycle helmets, backpacks, food, all the other camping stuff, carts, e-bike batteries, etc., etc. And then up here we also have a cat tree that we put in for our boogers. There's Nitro. They really like to hang out up here. Usually fight over who gets to hang out where. The cab, it's a 2001 Ford chassis, E450. So it's just a standard cab with captain's chairs. They don't swivel, they don't do anything fancy, but they do the job. We do have a dash camera and TPMS, which has saved our butts a couple times already. Worth the investment. And back around on this side, we ended up taking out the hide-a-bed couch and put in this homemade desk. We stained and coated this wood ourselves. The cabinet areas here and on this side were actually parts of bookshelves we had, and we just took them apart and used those for the sides of the bookshelves. For those of you that are interested, I can show you our power setup. Here we have a 30 amp transfer switch that will automatically switch between shore power, our generator, or in the event that we're running on our inverter. This is a 3000 watt inverter, which is way too big. I bought it big thinking we'd build into it, but realistically we'd be fine with the 1500, 2000 watts. Then we have in here is our lithium battery. It's a 200 amp hour Wasage, which works good for us, but it doesn't put out enough amps, so we can't even use our 3000 watts, but that's another story. We are running 600 watts of Renogy solar panels with the Rover 40 amp MPPT. And that's worked really well for us as well as it's our controller for the inverter and a battery monitor. Over on this side is where we keep a lot of our books, since it is a bookshelf, as well as in here is where we keep the diesel heater. And this thing, we absolutely love it. It's been so useful. It's just been a really good investment for the price. They are worth every penny. And over here is where the heater vents come out. I had a 3D printed nice, clean, fancy ductwork, but it all ended up breaking apart. So right now I just have all the ducts pulled out to direct the heat where we want it.
And if we come back up over the desk, and this one we have our computer tote, which is just where we keep all of our accessories for our computers. activities tote. We have some games we're bringing in here. A few extra totes. This one's got like household supplies and notebooks. Try to stay as organized as possible, but we've got our cat stuff in here. This is just extra medication, vape stuff, and this is like a catch-all. It's got batteries and binoculars and all that good stuff in there. And next we are coming over to our kitchen, which I still absolutely love to this day. Luke helped me put up this wallpaper, and really he put up most of it. If you've ever put up wallpaper, you know it's a pain in the butt. But we've got this stove here. We use it from time to time. Got all of our tanks on here where you can test and see what the levels are. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Got a microwave that we have to have the generator on to use. We can't turn on the microwave or the AC with our solar, but everything else pretty much works. So up here we have the majority of our dishes. We don't have too many because we don't need a lot. And you'll see these little straps throughout the video, and that's because whenever we travel we secure everything so that it doesn't fall out, because it will. Over here we got these at Aldi's actually. I think they were like $9 for 2 of them, and it holds all our spices and our extra stuff. We've got the sink. Luke put us in a new faucet. It's really nice. It's got the sprayer on it. I'm not going to spray it because I don't like to waste water. We've got our Brita filter. This thing is awesome. A lot of people out here at Courtside say that they can't drink the water because it tastes bad, but having a filter in an RV is so handy. Under here we've got some storage. The storage is a little bit awkward. It goes in deep, but it's really small this way. But we've got some extra paper towels, some dusters, our cleaners. Under here we have a stool that we use, some extra white vinegar, some damp rid. If you go over here, this is our hot water heater, and this is our generator right here. Luke, you put in a electric hot water heater, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's for the propane, but we do also have an electric hot rod as well that we can plug in when we're on shore power, which is nice.
Really nice. So this top drawer just holds our utensils, and I love having the organizers because, again, it keeps everything from rattling around when you're traveling. These drawers aren't very deep, but they do the job. Do. I'm a little kid. And here, it's just some extra utensils. I don't know, just a little bit of everything. Cat food and water goes right there. Our refrigerator. Freezer. Actually need to defrost this soon. You know, standard fridge. Need to clean that as well. And this lower drawer is where we keep all of our pots and pans and strainers and all that good stuff. And above here, more snacks. This needs to be replenished as well.
And into the bathroom. This is where we put quite a bit of work in back in Oklahoma. We did wallpaper in here. This is really just, I honestly just love this wallpaper. It's absolutely beautiful. But it ties in the gold of the shower, which, of course, it's an RV shower, so it's pretty small, just like anything else you'd expect, but it's done us well. I have to recalk and stuff on occasion, but just to make sure it stays watertight. We did put an oxygenic shower head in. We like it. I don't think it's as mind-blowing as some people have claimed it to be, but it does the job. We put this shelf in. You might have seen it in one of our videos. This is just a Walmart over the toilet bathroom shelf, but it's hard mounted to the wall now, and it's held up for, I don't know, what, 6-7 months now. It's made a trip to Colorado, back to Oklahoma, and then all the way out to Quartzsite, and it's still in one piece. So we also did upgrade our toilet. It's just your standard plastic RV toilet. That was a really easy upgrade to do. We got the taller one, which helps with me being so tall. And on this side, we haven't really done any modifications or upgrades. Our standard vanity lights. We've got all of our medicines and hair stuff and vitamins and stuff that we rarely use, all hidden in there. We did add some jewelry hangers. These are the command stick-on types on each side of the vanity, so she has somewhere to keep all of her necklaces. And then of course, we got Mr. Rogers silently judging everyone that uses the bathroom. And here, all of our clothes. We hang 90% of our clothes, and in these bins we got from Walmart, I believe. We just keep socks, underwear, belts, shirts that we don't wear that often. Dolly's side on this side, kind of the same deal. Under here is the main drawer where we keep all of our towels and other drying utility stuff and whatnot. We ended up taking out this very bottom drawer because it ended up being the perfect spot for our cat litter box, which has worked out really well for us. And I also ended up putting in a fan and dryer vent, so this thing is directly wired into the 12-volt system, and it's always pulling air out of the RV. And we've had quite a few people come visit and stuff, and none of them have noticed the cat litter box at all. It does great pulling that smell out, which is just, you know, that's a big thing. If you know cats, the litter box is always a stink.
In the bathroom, we also have the Max fan that Luke installed. This thing is absolutely awesome and it works great. On to the bedroom. This is our bedroom. Oh, we didn't talk about the blinds earlier. So we did get some of these pull down blinds. We originally just had the cheapy deepy blinds, and they were falling apart and the cats were pulling them apart. It was like a whole thing. Luke also made these back when we were in Florida, and it's just a vinyl, and he made the little snaps with it and everything, and put snaps in the RV. That way it keeps the cold out, it keeps the heat in, you know, whatever you need. But you can take these off super easy and open the window, no big deal, but it's really nice to have. So on the left side here, we've got our vacuum, we've got some cat toys, and we also have our power station down there. And over here, this is Luke's side. Just all the stuff we use every night. And then we have this side closet here. This is where he keeps his jackets and some of his extra books. We've got this really cool fan that he installed right here, which is very nice to have on stuffy nights. Up here we've got some totes, some extra shoes, my totes over here, extra shoes, some bathing suits, and then we have some extra storage up here for paper towels and tissues and all that good stuff. And then my closet for jackets, and I have a little bit of a sticker obsession, so that's in there. We have a cat bed here, and then this is where we keep our laundry. We just keep it on my side of the bed. We try not to get too much laundry at once. Some cat toys. We have a television in here. And under the bed, you can lift it up. Usually have two hands. But we've got some extra shoes down here. And in here we pretty much just keep blankets, sheets, we got a foot bath, some extra toilet paper and all that jazz. That's pretty much it. That is a tour of our RV. Anything else you can think to add?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic and standard, and like the modifications we made haven't been major, but if you're familiar with a rig like this, you probably do see some differences. But For the most part, the guts were really good, and we just made a lot of personal tweaks.
Right. And if you guys are interested in seeing the outside sometime, we would love to shoot that for you, because like Luke said, we do have solar, we have some storage compartments around the way, but today it's just super windy and we're not going outside. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we hope you all enjoyed this tour. Bye.